Most traders stick to the same basic indicators, RSI, MACD, EMAs, among others. That's fine, but it has one big problem. Everyone is using the exact same tools, so everyone is seeing the exact same signals and getting the same results. However, there are indicators on TradingView completely free that outperform most of these classic tools. And today I'm going to show you 5 you are probably not using, but absolutely need to try. I will break down how each one works, show you real examples on the chart, and at the end I will prove with real performance data why these 5 are far above average. I'm ATP and let's get started. Let's begin with something very few traders even know exists, the Ichimoku oscillator. Most traders only know the full Ichimoku cloud, and let's be honest, it's messy. But this version takes the core logic of the cloud and compresses it into a clean and powerful oscillator. Here's what it does. It measures the distance between key Ichimoku components and turns that information into a smooth histogram that flips between bullish and bearish momentum, with no noise and no confusion. But the best part isn't even the momentum. This oscillator actually prints entry and exit signals directly on your chart. A white triangle marks a potential long entry and a yellow one signals a possible short entry. Then the small crosses indicate zones where you may want to take partial profits, and the larger crosses highlight points where you might close the entire position. And what's insane is how early these signals appear, often before the Ichimoku cloud itself reacts. It's simple, accurate, and incredibly underrated. Next is a tool that completely transforms the way stochastics work, the Zurich filtered case permission stochastic. At first glance, it just looks like a single smooth line, green when momentum is bullish and red when momentum is bearish. But here's the trick. Unlike a traditional stochastic, this version filters noise aggressively, making every color transition meaningful. But what I personally love about this indicator is the price bars. As the momentum shifts, the candles themselves change color to match the trend, giving you instant confirmation directly on the chart. And yes, you can use it as an entry system. Long trades when the line turns green and short trades when it turns red. It's clean, reliable, and avoids most fakeouts that kill RSI and standard stochastics. Now let's talk about something that looks like a premium, redesigned version of the super trend, but way more advanced, the radius trend. If you have ever used the super trend, you already understand the concept. Follow the trend, avoid the noise, and catch clean swings. But the radius trend takes that idea and basically upgrades it into a high-end visual system. Here's the difference. Super trend gives you one line and it flips a lot during choppy markets. But the radius trend uses a curved, multi-layered radius band that adapts to volatility, meaning fewer fake flips and smoother transitions. Look at the chart. Whenever the price enters the blue zone, the trend becomes stable and pushes upward. When the radius flips to red, you have a clean visual warning that momentum is rolling over, usually before the breakdown is obvious on candles. And you can trade these color shifts exactly like super trend signals, but with more accuracy and far less noise. This is one of those indicators traders overlook simply because it's different, but once you test it, you will see why it stands out. Now let's move on to one of the cleanest and most underrated momentum tools I have ever tested, the average force indicator. At first glance, it may look like just another histogram, but trust me, this thing is far more powerful than it looks. Here's how it works. The average force combines volatility, momentum, and buy or sell pressure into a single waveform with very few noisy signals. When the histogram is above the zero line and painted yellow, it means bullish pressure is in full control. And when it crosses below the zero line and flips to pink, bearish momentum takes over. And the best part, these color flips happen earlier than most oscillators react. When you compare it with something like the MACD, you will notice the difference immediately. The average force catches the move right when the momentum changes, not after. And I will say something personal here. This is one of the indicators I have studied and tested the most. And from all the backtests I have done, the settings I recommend are a period of 30 and a smooth of 18. Those settings gave me the highest consistency across multiple assets and time frames, so if you want to try this indicator, you can start with those. Before we jump into the final indicator, let me show you the tool I've been using to optimize my strategies, including the average force settings I told you about. It's called Quant Optimizer and it's a TradingView extension created by Quant Trading Pro. Here's what it does. Instead of adjusting strategy inputs manually, one by one, this tool automates the entire optimization process for you. You simply select the inputs you want to optimize, click start, and it instantly runs hundreds and thousands of combinations. Then it provides a comprehensive report showing the best performing settings based on win rate, profit, drawdown, and more. It saves hours of manual work and helps you find the real sweet spots behind any indicator or strategy. You can try it for free with a one setting optimization, and if you want the full version, which is what I use, you can get 25% off your first month by using the code ATP. I will leave the link in the description if you want to check it out. And lastly, let's move on to a tool that many of you already know from this channel, and for a good reason. This is the purple cloud, one of the most consistent trend signal indicators I have ever worked with. It looks simple, green arrows for longs, red arrows for shorts, but behind the scenes it's doing something far more smart. The indicator blends momentum, trend slope, and buying or selling compression all at once, and only prints a signal when multiple conditions align. And by looking at the chart, you can see how accurate it is. The beauty of the purple cloud is that it works on crypto, forex, stocks, and even commodities, and it doesn't repaint. And here's something important. You can use the free version available directly on TradingView, or you can use my optimized version that makes the signals even more accurate. If you want it, the full PineScript code is available for free inside my Discord community. Just check the free materials channel, the link is in the description. And now that we have gone through all 5 indicators, let me quickly show you why these tools made this list. I tested every indicator inside my indicators ranking table, with the same rules, same assets, and thousands of signals. And these 5 consistently stay right at the top of the leaderboard, as you can see. If you want to check the full ranking yourself, including win rates, profits, and videos for each indicator, you can find it on my website under the free content section. Also, if you want a side-by-side test comparing these 5 indicators to see which one is the absolute best, just comment side-by-side test down below and I will make it happen. And that's it, stay sharp, trade smart, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.